Hello again. Now we're back where we just left off. I should have started with, hi again, it's me. Hopefully I get that in fucking 20 years, whatever. That's the plan anyways. Currently walking to my favorite spot. Probably, at least for this moment in time. And yeah, probably the favorite spot of all time as of now. That can always change, of course. Hopefully it does. God, I swear I'm not back. I hope I'm not back here in fucking how many years. When I might come back to this town because I've graduated from the school here, but you know, I guess college, I should say. But I mean, I know well I'll graduate, so yeah. Finally using this goddamn fucking gimbal that I paid. Not a crazy amount. A couple $100, and I mean it's good. Fuck me, it's good, but whatever. Fuck it, last time pulling from my list of titles and sentences I like. I think I'm going to continue that trend because honestly half of these things are just from fucking works by Brandon Sanderson. That's where I fucking pull all this shit from anyways. That and Robert Jordan. But I found Jordan through Sanderson, so whatever. But yeah. So we're quoting Dalinar this time. Instead of quoting Hoyd, we're quoting Dalinar. That is, again, now, this is just a quote. It applies to everyone, but the wording is gender specific, so take that as you will. It's a novel that has very pre-medieval and medieval settings, so, you know, is what it is. What's the best step a man can take? Or something to that. And what are the most important words a man can say? And I like the answer to those questions that is later revealed to you as the reader. And I think they're fitting. Not only in context, of course, because I fucking hope they would, but also just in general. The best step a man can take, well, it's the only thing you can do. It's the next one. The next step is the best you can take. Not the first, not the last. It only matters that you take the next step. Look at the pretty flowers. Oh, catching, stickers or something. Jesus, fuck. Tried to do the fucking thick of it right here. Wasn't as bad as the other spot, damn. And then continuing. The most important words a man can say. Honestly, I might go into the fucking bank. I will do better. Focus on the next step. Telling yourself, telling everyone, and proving it, I might add, because words can often mean shit, but I will do better. I will do better. Whew. That's fun. Fuck. Oh, I just got these shoes wet, whatever. This is half me just fucking hiking, half me just fucking pulling shit out of my ass. And I mean figuratively, as in the bullshit I'm spewing from my mouth, not literally. But this grass is thick enough. Might well be doing that too. Who knows? This is a good enough spot to call home. Nice little array of reds. I assume they're paintbrushes. Oh, there's someone fucking getting it. Set you down just over here. That way, not that way. All right, that will do, pig. That will do. I like those, because I mean, fuck whatever else you've done, right? Just tell yourself you will do better. Okay, no, I did bring it. Hold on. Sorry, I'm about to lose my shit over not bringing a blanket so I can sit in this grass and not covered in stuff. Enjoy some of this waning bits of the sun. Because it's pretty. I don't know, is the sun a guy or a girl? Like, in terms of, well, I assume it would be unisex as just like a thing, but still, you know. Boats are christened as women. Cars are. What about giant balls of fire? I don't know. I'll get back to myself about that one in 20 years. Well, it's not a bad life, eh? Hopefully it stays this way in 20 years' time. I guess that's the watch back time I'm shooting for. I guess is 20 years, give or take, so that'll be mid-40s. Fuck. Well, that's plenty of time to go. And look back upon it, and this will be pretty much what my life was halfway through life in that point in time in the future. I guess the view I'm rocking. Nice to find a spot that's out, away from everything. Well, granted, besides, you know, wrong way. Besides that monstrosity, but whatever. Oh boy, don't fall. Let's try that, shall we? And you can also get it. I'm sorry, but you're disturbing. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hopefully I still remember where that's from in fucking 20 years' time. I'm gonna make this joke now, and I'm probably gonna hate myself for it, but hopefully I'm not decrepit by then. At the old age of 45 or whatever the fuck. I get it, that's the joke, I'm joking, fuck you. But, yeah. A whole lot still to come. And that's good. That's exciting. But, just take the next step. Focus on the next thing we gotta do. And just convincing ourselves that we'll do better. That's all I can ask of myself right now. All I can ask of you, right? I should really watch these back in case that these AirPods don't pick up audio while recording video. We'll see. crazy what being outside can do. It's crazy what being around other people can do. I'm not much one for a lot of big new people, social events, having to meet new people. You know, nice to be around those I'm familiar with, comfortable with. Then I can fuck around and be myself a lot more. But even now, I just came back with a trip with a group of people for the university thing, and it was good times, good vibes. It was like a 5-day thing, you know, sharing a room with 4 people, having to share a queen bed with another guy because, you know, we only get so much funding. But whatever. It was a good experience. Definitely good bonding call, being forced to essentially live with someone for 5 days. There was 3 other people around there. I've thought it before and I'll say it till I die. The one thing that brings everyone together is a common goal. It can be a struggle too. It doesn't have to be good. A common struggle, right? At least everyone is on the same page and has a common collective purpose. Everyone will get along. There'll be tiffs and taffs about, you know, how to get there, how to do it, whatever, right? That happens. Politics and, you know, drama happens. But in the end, as long as everyone has the same purpose, you'll come out with more friends than when you started. Crazy how it works. It's funny, but every time I hear it, it's still right. We are social creatures, aren't we? We're endurance hunters and social creatures. Funny how that combo mixes. And sometimes the endurance for social events doesn't mix. Yeah. Not a cloud in sight because the weather's too pink. Good vibes only. That's a song name. I wonder if he'll still be around. Probably not. I mean, 20 years' time. Well, we're already almost to 14 minutes, call it. But welcome to the vibe. That's what I say whenever I have people over my apartment. Got that nice orange lighting, kind of soft lighting, and the lamps and the string of bulbs I have strung up on a wall. But it's hard to compare it to this. It's an entirely different feel. And I'll say it once, I'll say it again to the day I die as well. Second time I've had to say that now. This is essentially all mine. And there's some beauty in that. There's some irony. And there's kind of some sadness in that. Because again, this is something that I feel like everyone should see, should enjoy more, should go and do more. Granted, I mean, it's a commitment, right? Time commitment, getting out here, but it is what it is. It's fucking whack-ass bugs, weird-ass buzzing. It's always funny to think. Everyone forgets it. Me especially. But, and I guess it's something we never really grow out of. Like, we understand and conceptualize that it's there. Like what concrete. I don't know, something about the memory development in a child, like a very, very young, like toddler level children, right? Where, just because something's not there doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And sure, we all recognize that and remember it, but on the grander scale, you forget that, the same sun you're seeing outside your house, coming home from work, driving, it's the same sun that illuminates all this. And all this still sits here and just lives in its own respect. And that goddamn bug lives as well. I wish that one would. It's the one thing I wish would go away. But we can pick our battles. It's crazy how far man has come. It's crazy how far I don't want them to continue. Is it sad to think that technology is going to go too far? I don't know about the whole, cyberpunk style or this fucking cars. That's the only thing that sucks about this spot. It's a road, not too far off. But we go too far and we go into this neo, I don't know. I guess cyberpunk is the best descriptor for it. I'm not talking about the game, but the genre, call it. This neo high-tech, futuristic, fucked up dystopia that we love to make movies about. But at least as far as the states go, hopefully we don't get to that point where everything is in, 5+ story tall buildings and there's no grass anymore and there's cities covered in smog. No, don't get me wrong. There are cities covered in smog with 5-story plus buildings surrounding you. But let's hope that the entire world doesn't become that, because I think that's the point that I gotta check out. Because it's not worth it. Because people have been out here in places like this existing for, well, all of human history. Because where else could we go? So it'd be a shame to see all this go away. Alright, well, time for me to pack my shite up. Remember, over planning and over packing is better than under planning and under packing. What can I say? Having too many bags is not bad. Huh? That's kind of funny. You can see the spot where my ass and my feet were. Damn. Making me look fat like that, grass. How dare you expose me? Just kidding. Time to trek up back this hill and enjoy the ride back, I guess. It's pretty, all the colors it goes through. the sunset too. Damn, if only I remembered the words to Bruises. Not the Shawn Mendes one, a different one. A more EDM one, but not the actual, not Shawn Mendes, but a song called Bruises that is in the genre of EDM. Because it has a fitting point. Something to the effect of like, life's not fair, and that's fun. And that's alright. And I say that as a 20-year-old white guy, so take it with like the hugest grain of salt. I'll be the first to admit that, right? We've got the privilege to be out here at sunset, walking around with nothing better to do but wasting time. But fuck you still. Yeah. I should try going there next, yeah. Well, I just thought of my new spot. Not spot as in spot at this place, but new spot to go to next. That'll be fun. I'll have to do that another night. Crazy how time works, huh? It's the best and worst thing to happen to anyone. 2 minutes can feel like a lifetime, and a year can feel like a day. To a certain degree, of course. Fuck you. But you get my point. So, I do have a theory, and this is totally my own bullshit, but, you know, the reason a school year felt so long when you were 7, because that was pretty much a seventh of your life, you know, at that point. And then every year as it continued, that same period of time got shorter in the overall span of your life, your recollection and your perception of time, right? That's why I'm sure all these 45 through, hell, 45 and up people, right? It's like their time flies, you know, all of a sudden, where'd the summer go? Oh, you know, all of a sudden it's February of the next year. You're like, wow, where did the winter go? Right? Because, you know, the weeks just fly off the calendar. Because, I mean, it's such a smaller percentage of your overall perceived time. So, of course, you know, your years go from being 7th of your life, 8th, 9th, you know, etc., etc. You get the point. Until a year is, you know, a 70th of your life. Of the life you've lived up to that point, I should add. Don't get lost. I'm not going to get lost in the nuance. Life's not that bad, eh? Just take it in one last time. Well, hopefully my fucking shaky hand is gone thanks to this bitch. The gimbal I'm talking about. So, finally I can walk. I'll start to be able to watch these back without having to fucking think that I had Parkinson's at 20 or something because my hands were that fucking shaky from walking and filming. I shouldn't say filming. This sounds so fucking pretentious and stupid. Say grabbing my phone and fucking taking a video, honestly. That's all this shit is. I'm not even good at it. Ooh. Oh, that'll be pretty. It's funny. These birds doing their thing, barely disturbed by anyone. And at the same time, go 5 miles that way, and we'll have displaced so many of them. Here we are. Fuck you, water tower. There we go, that's better. Crazy how even with like a near dead wind, still the slightest ripples. That bird really wants it. Don't know what it is, but it wants it. Well, I'm taking all the rest of this in for me and me alone. Not for future me to look back on and think, oh yeah, that was a good time. No, for this present me and only this present me. So, I'm saying this to me, I'm saying this to you, I'm saying this to whoever, I'm saying it to the universe at this point, right? I love you. Be safe, and for the love of God, don't be dumb. Peace.